Okay, so I've got this hub adapter here for spokes, for a spoked rear wheel, made out of aluminum. Magnet doesn't stick to it. And I got these holes drilled in here. Broke the drill bit. I gave up on that one. I'll post a picture of this conversion chart. But for me, I use an M5 by 0.8 thread, 5mm of course, and then a number 19 drill bit. That one, boom, the one I'm missing. And then got tap and die here. You know, the one that says, I don't know what the camera will say, but you know, M5 by 0.8 pitch. And then tap it. Give a little dab of oil when you do it. Try not to break your drill bits. Be patient. And then I've got obviously M5 by 0.8 pitch, and it is slightly longer than, you know, the width of the hub adapter. So there's one in there, for example. I also got a vacuum here on standby to clean up my metal shavings. I'm just gonna hack that off a little bit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do this one a little more. Gonna grab my tap and die set here and clean it up. Trying to be gentle with this aluminum piece, so I want everything as smooth as I can get it. Okay, so I'm just going to get these started by hand before I put them in. Put this adapter on the rear hub. That way I get a good feel for it. Make sure all this aluminum's behaving itself with these steel bolts. Okay, so you can just barely see it. See it spinning in there. But this seemed like less work to me than doing the woodruff key, where you notch this and then notch the hub. I don't think those hubs are very thick. Not that puncturing it with this is an excellent, best idea in the world, but I'd like to think it's at least on par with the woodruff key idea, with maybe a little less work involved. Or at least I had access to all of these tools. Well, I guess I could have woodruffed keyed it too, but it seemed like less work to me. Maybe I'm crazy and it was more work. Okay, so I switched strategies and I'm holding the hub adapter up against the spokes to help keep it flat. So at this point you can literally count the threads on the Allen bolt in this gap right here on the hub adapter. So I got like 3 threads showing on on each gap there. That would be it. Well, hopefully it fits because it was the easiest to install it as I was holding it the furthest away, holding the sprocket furthest away from the hub there in the middle. Okay. Alrighty then. I didn't sink down those bolts crazy tight. I don't even know if they're touching, but I'll just leave it be for now. Maybe I'll tighten them up later, but there we go, sprocket. And then you can always test it. Just kind of eyeball it, you know. That's probably within spec. So, you take your rusty, trusty calipers and measure your, you know, hole here, diameter of the hub, whatnot, when you're going to build this. I don't know the diameter on that original Amazon Pexmore engine kit that I got but this one's like 56 mil. So the hub's gonna be like, you know, 52-ish. So there's your tip for the day. Okay, I actually loosened this back here and smacked the sprocket closer into the center of the hub because my chain was too close to the bicycle frame. So, there's another tip for you. Make sure your chain's clearing. And I have like the same gap all the way around here, so I know it's level. And then, you know, make sure it's square and level.